Hey, it's me, Nalthazar, and welcome to another video. In today's video, I get to go over Garruk Unleashed. So, Garruk Unleashed is a brand new Planeswalker that has entered Puzzle Quest in M21. Garruk Unleashed is the mono-green Planeswalker. Garruk at level 60 is going to have that sweet +4/+4/+3 in green, red, black, with a -1/-1 in blue and white. Garruk at level 60 has a very respectable 128 health, and has 3 very useful abilities. Now, before we get into what Garruk's abilities do at level 60, let's go ahead and take a look at these ranks 1 through 4 so that you can see how this is based on your resources. At rank 1, Unleash Instincts is going to give a creature you control +2/+2 and trample until end of turn. That'll be unlocked at level 6. Hunting Pack is going to make your first non-token creature a leader of beasts, and you're going to create a beast token. That leader of beasts means that all of your beast tokens that you have on the battlefield will be absorbed by that creature, and you will reinforce that creature a number of times equal to the number of beast tokens you have on the battlefield, plus the additional beast token that you're going to be making by using this ability. So probably what this means is you just use the ability and you reinforce your first creature. Then you've got Predator's Trail. Predator's Trail is going to make a Predator's Trail token. This is going to be unlocked at level 16. And at level 16, or at least, rank 1, it's going to be a support emblem with 3 shields, and at the end of your turn, pick one of the first 3 different creature cards from your library and move that to play under your control. So, already out the gate, you get this thing unlocked, and you've got an incredibly powerful ability. This ability is crazy good, even at rank 1. If you level up Garruk Unleashed to level 30, you're going to have rank 2 for all of your abilities. Unleash Instincts is now going to buff a creature +4/+4, and if that creature's base power is 5 or greater, you're going to draw a card. Hunting Pack is now going to create 2 beast tokens, up from 1, and the Predator's Trail token is going to change just a little bit. The Predator's Trail token is now going to have 4 shields instead of 3, and it gains Morbid. If a creature dies this turn, then your creatures get +1/+1. If you level up Garruk to level 46, you will unlock rank 3 of all 3 of his abilities. Unleashed Instincts is now going to buff a creature +6/+6, and it will still draw 1 card if the base power is 5 or greater. Hunting Pack is going to now create 3 beast tokens, so it will reinforce that creature 3 times, and you will once again get another updated Predator's Trail token. That updated Predator's Trail token is going to still have 4 shields, but now your first creature is going to gain Berserker and Trample. Also, at the end of your turn, you're going to pick from the first 4 different creature cards from your library, meaning that, ideally you're not running more than 4 creatures in your deck, so you get to pick any of the creatures in your deck and put it straight on the battlefield, and then it maintains the Morbid. Your creatures get +1/+1. Now finally, at level 60, we get the final and rank 4 for all of the abilities. So Unleash Instincts is now going to give a creature +6/+6, and if that creature's base power is 5 or greater, you're going to draw 2 cards instead of 1. Hunting Pack is pretty much the same. You're going to give a creature leader, you're going to create 3 beast tokens, reinforcing it 3 times, but then if your opponent controls more creatures and creature reinforcements than you, you gain 6 loyalty. And finally, Predator's Trail. The Predator's Trail token is actually exactly the same, but then you fetch the first 2 non-creature cards from your library. So as you can see, the token stays the same, still has 4 shields, still gives Berserker and Trample, still pick from the first 4 creatures, and still has the Morbid for +1/+1. Now, guys, Garruk Unleashed is an unbelievable powerhouse. These abilities are insane. Most Planeswalkers maybe have one I win button. Good Planeswalkers have one I win button, usually. Garruk has 2 of them. 2 buttons that basically just you press that button and you win the game. Hunting Pack and Predator's Trail. Now, Unleash Instincts is actually a very nice ability to have on a green Planeswalker, because green generally struggles with card draw, and there really aren't green Planeswalkers that draw cards. Whereas Garruk Unleashed is going to let you draw 2 for only 6 loyalty, which really isn't bad, especially if you're playing in a PvP event where your opponent's going to have more limited health, and you want to try and make sure that you're getting the cards that you need to complete an objective. Now, I'm not saying that you're going to use Unleashed Instincts a lot. I really don't think you will. But nonetheless, it's actually a very nice bonus ability to add on, given that you've got 2 other abilities that are such strong win buttons that you really don't need a third ability on this dude anyways. So this first ability just supports the other 2. Then we've got Hunting Pack. Hunting Pack reinforcing a creature 3 times is absolute madness. Like, I've actually never gotten the extra 6 loyalty just because you get the 4 reinforcements. I tend to play a pretty control-y game, so my opponent never has 4 or more creatures or creature reinforcements more than I do. I just get rid of their creatures. But this thing just, oh my gosh, you kill people so fast with this. It's insane. Like, if you use this with, say, Gaia's Revenge has 16 power. You use Hunting Pack, that thing is going to gain 48 power. It gains 48 power, right? So that Gaia's Revenge is now sitting at a sweet 64 power just because you used Hunting Pack. Just one Gaia's Revenge. Yeah, that's right. Big Gaias. But you don't even need Gaias. Maybe you've got that brand new critter from M21. This beautiful guy. Elder Gargaroth, that makes beast tokens every time he attacks or blocks. And he has vigilance. And he's going to have reach if your opponent has a creature with flyer. Basically, this thing blocks everything. You just spam option A over and over again, and you win the game. Like, fast. Real fast. Like, I was getting this thing to 200, 250 power in no time flat. And then the game ended. It's not like this thing couldn't have gotten any bigger. It's just the game ended because I was killing my opponent so fast. And I was playing in story mode. Things just die. Fast. You can even not have a huge collection. Maybe you're using this thing over here, Titanoth Rex. This is 22 for an 11/11. This 11/11 becomes a 44/44 with that ability. And let's say that you're saying, but now, Thazar, this thing is 22 mana. How are you going to get that thing down? Oh, wait, I forgot. Have we talked about that third ability? I don't know. Third ability, Predator's Trail. You pick from the first 4 creatures in your library every turn and put one on the battlefield for free. Now, before we go into this ability anymore, I want you to list, just say them out loud, what are the 3 most powerful cards in Standard at the time of my making this video, right? So we haven't had the rotation, we've still got the Ravnica sets in. What are the 3 strongest cards in Standard? Go ahead, I'll give you a second. Okay, now I'm obviously not there in person, but if I was in any way prophetic, I would guess that you said Killer Instinct, Urza, and Song of Creation. Maybe instead of Song of Creation, you said Otrimi or Ruinous Ultimatum. It's going to be based on your playstyle. But regardless of your playstyle, Killer Instinct and Urza should both have been on this list. Predator's Trail is kind of like Killer Instinct, but better. Because Killer Instinct, although it does give haste, which is super sweet, is going to make you lose a creature reinforcement or a creature every turn. This does not. Killer Instinct is going to fetch, effectively, a random creature. This, because you're not probably running more than 4 different creatures in your deck, is going to fetch whatever creature you want every single turn. So you just take your biggest, beefiest, thickest creature and put it down every turn. So does that mean that you want a free Gaia's Revenge every turn? Sure, go for it. Does that mean that you want a free Nessian Boar or some other big thick monster? Sure, go for it. You basically just stomp your opponent to death. And let's face it, emblems are kind of hard to get rid of right now. So your opponent is probably going to have a hard time getting rid of that darn thing. Which means you win. Removal cannot keep up with that. It is so strong. So strong. And then you get that ability down, because let's face it, you really just need to play it once, and then you start using Hunting Pack on whatever creature that's really big and thick that you're bringing out. Spoiler alert, the game is going to end fast, real fast. Garruk Unleashed is insanely powerful, guys. PvE, PvP, doesn't matter. This thing is an absolute powerhouse of a Planeswalker. So, for the sake of the video, I chose a clip where I am using all 3 of the abilities. However, I found that in many of my games, I was just spamming ability number 2. Some games, because, green has crazy mana conversion, and so you get crazy loyalty from that. I had so much loyalty at the beginning, I had 30 loyalty, that I was just like, you know what? I'm going to use my 3rd ability, and then I'm going to use my 2nd ability. And then I'm just going to keep spamming my 2nd ability. And those games ended in a matter of like 2 minutes. In PvE. It was crazy. But that being said, the deck that I'm going to be using is all commons, uncommons, and Court of Calling. Because, let's face it, not everyone has a collection like mine. And I wanted to show you guys just how insanely powerful this Planeswalker is, regardless of what you have. Like, green is all about thick monsters, so you're going to have some kind of thick monster. This, I kid you not, is the deck that I threw in for this video, and you're going to see just how big these bad boys get. It's scary. Let's roll. All right, so here we are up against a 272 health Eldrazi Beastie. For our starting hand, we've got a Golgari Gate, Gruul Gate, excuse me. And then we've got some critters. I think I've got a Nessian Boar in my hand and a Migratory Greathorn. So I'm obviously going to take the 5 match, which gives me a crazy Cascade. So here's Piggy. Here's the Greathorn. The Greathorn means that I get to start getting a bunch more gates down. Playing that extra Piggy from my hand is going to get me even more gates. So all of those gates means that we're going to get a bunch of gem conversion. And all that gem conversion means we're going to be getting to Garruk's abilities even faster. So for this game, I definitely want to try and get Garruk's third ability down as quickly as possible. So I'm going to go ahead and prioritize matches that are going to give me a bunch of mana and that could potentially get me some Cascades too. Now this match is going to get me another Piggy, which means that I'm also going to get yet another gate. So we've now got, 3 gates down, which means that we're going to get some pretty sweet gem conversion going because gates do that. And the Trumpeting Gnar is actually a super sweet card in this deck. So Trumpeting Gnar, when it mutates or is mutated, is going to create a beast token, which with Garruk's second ability means that you're going to be getting free reinforcements on your creature. Every time you cast a creature, not only is it going to reinforce, but it's going to reinforce again because you're going to create a beast token. You'll see that I've got 30 loyalty. That means I can use the Trail this turn, and I can use the second ability next turn. The Migratory Greathorn is really nice in this deck because it's going to make it so that with the Gnar, every time I play a Gnar now, the Gnar is going to give me a beast token and it's going to give me a gate. So I'm going to get even more loyalty, which is sweet. So I'm going to go ahead and take this Black Landfall, which gives me a gate, which lets me mutate the Greathorn onto the Gnar, which is going to give me a beast and a gate. And then next turn, although I get to take this another Piggy from the Trail, this Piggy is becoming bacon thick, guys. This is nasty. So this next turn, we get to start spamming our second ability. And you're like, what do you mean by spamming your second ability? You'll see. It's nasty. It's real nasty, guys. This Piggy is going to get so big so fast. Oh my goodness. This Piggy is very excited. So we're getting some sweet, sweet matches. We've got some card draw, which is nice. We're going to use Hunting Pack, and boom, Piggy reinforces 4 times. You're like, wait a minute, Nelthazar. You said it would be 3 times. Yes, but do not forget that the Trumpeting Gnar mutated and put a beast token down. So the pig ate the other beast. So not only did the pig eat the beasts that were made, but the pig ate another beast. And the pig eating all these beasts means we get a whole bunch of reinforcements, which means bad stuff happens for our opponent, right? So we're going to go ahead, we're going to choose the Trumpeting Gnar there because choosing the Trumpeting Gnar lets me mutate onto the Greathorn. Mutating onto the Greathorn means that we're going to be getting yet another token, and our Piggy is going to get even bigger. Look at this. Look at this pig. This thing is, oh my gosh. This pig is at 100 power, and we really haven't done very much. It just gets so big so fast. So big. All right. So this game is basically over, but the dream is that we get enough gem conversion that we can use our second ability again. So we're looking here. We're just not quite there. So I'm going to go ahead and use my first ability, Unleash Instincts. I'm going to put it on the Piggy just because I want to make Piggy even bigger. I mean, why not, you know? Draw some cards, make Piggy nasty. And then we've got some card draw, which is nice. That's definitely going to get us a lot of power. And so we're going to give some power to the pig because, you know, the pig definitely doesn't have enough power yet. And then we're just gonna kill our opponent. There's nothing doing. This is over, guys. This is so over. Look at this. Look at this piggy. We got another 5 match. It's not over. We instead get to play more beast tokens and make the pig, bigger. Even bigger pig. We get to make 2 more, actually, because we've got 2 chords of calling. So it doesn't matter, chord for Greathorn or Gnar, they're both going to make beast tokens. So our pig is going to end the match at 154 power. We've got another match. We're not going to get it any bigger, I don't think. Oh, geez, we got another 5 green match. Okay, maybe we do get it bigger, right? Yep. All right, a little bit bigger. Why not? We all need more big pigs in our life. Look at this thing. Look at it go. Oink, oink, oink. Squeal! That pig is nasty. All right, game over. Goodbye. Splat. Splat, splat. Yep. You tried, Duststalker. You tried. Rip. Alrighty. So, final review, final thoughts on Garruk Unleashed. So, this thing, and by the way, yes, Octagon did give me this Planeswalker. So, definitely shout out and thank you to them for that. But that still plays absolutely no role in my saying that this Planeswalker is without a doubt an S-tier Planeswalker. This thing is insanely good. You definitely need to have this guy in your collection as soon as possible. So this Planeswalker is going to be the next Planeswalker that rolls into the vault. If you don't want to buy Garruk for money, he'll cost the same amount as the other Planeswalkers that have come out with M21. Garruk will be available in a few weeks for 295 mana crystals. As a monocolored walker, that means he's cheap to buy for crystals, and he's cheap to level up with runes. This Planeswalker is nasty. It doesn't matter what your collection looks like. It doesn't really matter how much you can level this guy up. I mean, you get him to that Predator's Trail, and you've got some sweet sailing. If you can get him to level 46 to get that hunting pack up to 3 beast tokens, then that ability is basically set. Out the box, this guy is nasty. You're going to love him, trust me. If you don't, tell me. I can't refund you, but he's amazing. So, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.